In the next few minutes, we'll learn the story of the Erie Canal, one of the most important engineering projects in U.S. history. In the early 1800s, the frontier was a primitive, isolated place with little economic opportunity. The root cause of all these problems was a lack of adequate transportation. The fastest, cheapest, and most efficient means of transportation was over water. Large cargoes could be floated down rivers relatively easily and inexpensively. The problem, however, was that rivers didn't always lead to where you wanted to go. Communities that didn't have access to rivers, lakes, or oceans were basically cut off from the rest of the world. In the early 1800s, a few visionaries, backed by New York Governor DeWitt Clinton, proposed an ambitious idea: to dig a canal across the state of New York that would link the Hudson River with Lake Erie. If successful, the proposed canal would bring water access to the frontier, thus linking the farming communities of the West with the growing cities of the East. The name of the proposed canal was the Erie Canal. It would forever change the history of the United States. Construction began on the Erie Canal in 1817 and finished in 1825. At its peak, 5,000 men worked on the canal. When completed, the canal was 363 miles long. 36 locks were built along its length to help the canal move about 600 feet in elevation. It was an immediate success. The cost of shipping something from the east to the frontier dropped 95%. The city of New York, at the mouth of the Hudson River, became a major center of trade and industry. 33,000 shipments went through the canal in its peak year, which was 1855. And perhaps most importantly, the Great Lakes region was no longer isolated economically from the rest of the country. Frontier farmers could ship their goods east and purchase goods made in eastern factories. As a result, the frontier became more profitable and less primitive. Hundreds of thousands of new settlers moved to the Great Lakes region. These settlers helped tame the frontier and rapidly increase the pace of westward expansion. In 2000, Congress voted to recognize the Erie Canal as the most successful and influential human-built waterway in North America. It is still in operation today. And that's the story of the Erie Canal.